The Sussex Heart Charity has funded such projects as the Community Resuscitation Programme, which is one of the most important things that the charity does.
HEARTGUARD is a community resuscitation scheme that was formed 30 years ago by Dr. Chamberlain and Professor Chamberlain. This scheme was formed to try and increase the out-of-hospital success rate with people who collapse and their heart stops. The scheme was the first scheme in Europe and only the second scheme in the world.
That will save people's lives. If someone collapses in front of you and you've done that course, you'll be able to keep them alive till the ambulance arrives.
The Sussex Heart Charity funds us completely. They're totally supporting. We are one of the same. We are the community resuscitation teaching arm of the Sussex Heart Charity. Without them, there wouldn't be a community scheme based within this area. To date, we've trained, I think it's 104,000 people.
The community first responders is another area that we've supported.
I'm Joe Marshall, Responder Network Lead for South East Coast Ambulance Service. Well, my part of the ambulance service is looking after all the volunteers that man defibrillators, such as the ones that we've got here. There's two types of personnel that do that. Ones that work in static locations such as this, like large superstores that are trained in the use of a defibrillator that doesn't leave sight. And another group of volunteers that will actually have the defibrillators with them, and they go on call for us as an ambulance service, and we can actually dispatch them to the scene of an emergency ahead of our normal blue light response units.
My name's Anne Dewdney. I'm a first responder with the Henfield Area Response Team and have been a member for about the last 3 years. When a call comes through, it is sent to me from Red Base at exactly the same time as it goes to the ambulance. It comes through as a text message. It tells me the call number, the address, and what they suspect the actual call is regarding. I just make sure that I have all my equipment ready. My equipment is normally in the car, and I'm out that door as fast as I can be, because the main thing is that I be with that call within 4 to 5 minutes.
Sudden cardiac death can affect anybody at any time. It doesn't take any notice of anybody's age at all. Where if you can get a defibrillator to the side of the casualty, which is basically a device that can restart a heart that has faltered, and within that 5-minute window, you've got a very, very significantly improved chance of survival.
One of the most severe and surprising cases that we went to was a call to a 21-year-old girl.
I'm Mary Makey, I'm 22, and last year I had a cardiac arrest at my brother's 25th birthday.
It actually came through on the phone, on the text, as a cardiac arrest. So it seemed like it was going to be a pretty nasty call.
My heart stopped working and I collapsed, and people had to try and do CPR on me to get my heart working again. And when that didn't happen, about 5 minutes later, 2 first responders came out with a defibrillator, the electric thing to shock you, and they got my heart working again. I'm so grateful to them, to the first responders, because, you know, they saved my life. Sounds a bit corny, but they did. And you know, if it had just been left to the ambulance, you know, nothing bad to the ambulance service, but if it had just been left to the ambulance, I might not have made it. So I'm really grateful.
One of the ongoing projects is training the staff at Gatwick.
We have over 60 public access defibs in that location, and many hundred of people trained, which the Sussex Heart Charity have taken on pretty much single-handedly.
If a defibrillator can be administered to that person within a vital period of 1 to 5 minutes, the chances can go as high as 56%, and that's the present success rate at Gatwick.
What we would like to see is more people aware of what to do in the event of a sudden cardiac arrest, more people learning basic life support, CPR, basic techniques of what to do, and more people funding and supporting the initiative of having defibrillators both within the communities and public places.
So next time you travel to Gatwick, have a look and see where your nearest one is. It could save someone's life.